I'm going to call to order this meeting of the Finance and Auxiliary Services Committee meeting. It's Monday, June 26th at 6:01 p.m. We are in the Village Hall Upper Level Conference Room 3344/45. And I'm just going to read this, it's Village Hall Upper Conference Room at West 156, North 8480, Pilgrim Road, Menomonee Falls, Wisconsin. There is a possibility that a quorum of the full board membership of the Board of Education could be in attendance at board committee meetings. There will be no full board action taken at any board committee meeting. Only members of the committee may vote on any item on the agenda. A live broadcast will be streamed on the school district YouTube page. You can access the link on the School District of Menomonee Falls Board website. To watch the recorded meeting, please visit also the School District of Menomonee Falls YouTube site. Was the meeting properly posted?
It was.
Okay. Great, and we do have two members of the committee, of this three-person committee here this evening. Myself, the chairperson, Jennifer Grant, as well as committee member Shelley Holzman. Committee member Carrie Deuce is not in attendance this evening. And with that, we can move into the one and only item for discussion, that is the 2023-2024 meal fees.
All right, so every time of the year, around this time each year, we are looking at our student fees, our school fees, our course fees, facility fees, and meal fees. So tonight we're going to take a look at meal fees for the 23-24 year. These are linked in the document on the agenda for tonight's Finance Committee meeting, and I'll pull them up here as well. So you will see any changes from the prior year are highlighted in yellow. Changes are due and increases are due to increased costs in food and labor, just like everything else in our economy right now. So you can see the meal fees are broken out by different grade levels. So K5 going from $2.50 to $2.75, 6 through 8 going from $2.85 to $3, and 9 through 12 going from $3.10 to $3.25 for lunches. For breakfast, we have last year we had a year of free breakfast, and actually the prior 2 years, so 2021 and 21-22, were also free due to the pandemic and programs that the government had going on at that time. The document does not reflect the $0 because the fees were approved before we knew that meals would be fully reimbursed by the federal government. So, but meals were free in 2021 and 21-22 for breakfast, as well as 22-23. In 23-24, we're moving back to charging families again, and we anticipate because of that breakfast participation will drop. It did triple, actually breakfast participation tripled since the 1920 years, so since the last time families were paying for breakfast, participation tripled, which is really great to see for our students and our families. And moving back into charging families, we have calculated our cost for breakfast based on the idea that we believe participation probably will drop a little bit going back down with charging families again. So these dollars, we believe will continue to result in a balanced budget for food service. Any questions?
I mean, I suppose it's fair to assume that a small dip may happen, but if I think like my 14-year-old son, a donut is a donut, and if I'm charging my account, I'm still gonna go get a donut. It just may cost families more than it will actually change the behavior of the students eating. But I know that he's a middle school into high school, so they have a little different model than what's at the elementary school level. But it would be interesting to see if that behavior continues.
Yeah, and I think breakfast itself has kind of changed since that 1920 year. We had different staff involved and kind of a different program really. It's more enhanced now, and I think we have healthier choices and fresher choices. So hopefully that now that more students have eaten those types of meals, that kind of sticks. That's the goal. Yeah, we're hoping.
Great. And just, so this is certainly, and I don't want to say this is the full cost of the meals, but this is what, because I think the full cost is sort of what the adult meal is. When you see the adult meal, that's probably what you would call the full cost of the meal. So again, we're providing students with a cost-effective way for lunch, breakfast and lunch. And certainly this does not include anyone who is eligible for free and reduced lunch, that is still available for anybody who meets those requirements, so. Do we need a vote on this, or is it just sort of like a, yep, looks good and?
Yep, as long as the committee, agrees, we can move it forward for discussion at the July 10th meeting, if I'm getting my Mondays correct. And then it would be action the following board meeting, which July 24th.
You nailed it.
All right. Super, I don't have any other comments or concerns. Shelley, you're good?
I don't have any comments or concerns whatsoever. The only thing I guess I would add is we talked last week at the finance committee of depending upon putting an FAQ together for fees, as you guys release these, if you think a couple FAQs might head off some conversation, certainly don't over engineer it, but I don't know if you, as you do this, hey, these are the things we considered and blah, 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 might be nice.
Okay.
I like to do the why.
Yep.
As a wrapper.
All right. Well, then, that was the last item, the first and last item on our agenda, so can I get a motion to adjourn?
Well,
That was it?
Sorry, Joel.
What the what?
Thanks for coming. I'd like to make that motion.
All right, and
You would
will
like to second it?
second that as the other member here this evening, so all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, we are adjourned.